Hello yet again, my friends, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I've finally been able to get that shit out of my colon.
How was that for you?
Oh, all I had to do was just take the flex tape off of my anus.
Of course. I completely forgot we put that there.
John Chum was right, feels like the best shit you've ever had. I'm just glad we didn't pull Flex Seal down there. Before I know
We've already read that.
It's been an episode. They've forgotten. Before I know it...
He's outside the front fucking door. They've already read it.
Without delay, I opened the front door to let her in.
Fucking blind viewers type
Oh
in the
my
comments,
fucking god, you're lucky I'm not there in real life or I would rape you.
Me? What have I done?
No, not you.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that. All right.
Well, that's me on a list somewhere. Fucking hell.
Man, that kind of stung, to be honest.
Not you, you fat shit.
Not you. Ugh.
Why would I want to fuck you? Holy moly.
Oh, they know how to art, these boys. Stop.
And it's gone. You're safe.
And he's off the list. That's how that works.
Hey! I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off.
Yeah, no shit.
Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Jeez, don't make me feel so awkward already.
I put on my best fucking clothes.
It's just gonna be a long
I am so sorry.
It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school.
I experienced one of my rare convulsions where I just spaz out and hit the enter key.
His dick actually got so hard that it slammed on the desk and hit the mouse. Anyway, I'm coming in.
Okay.
Me too!
Oh my god, I have a kitchen!
This isn't his house, he just broke into a stranger's place.
She leads him directly to the kitchen. He's like, wait, I have one of those? I see you brought a lot of stuff in your, foot bag.
Your ankle sack! All the rage in Japan!
Really gonna work those calf muscles.
It really sounds like an actual thing that would be on, like, Kickstarter, the ankle sack. Either that, or it's like a slang term for someone with really droopy balls. Oh yeah, he's got a big old ankle sack, hasn't he?
Natsuki is carrying a large
Is
bag.
she, though?
Yeah. I was gonna say the same thing once I finished reading it. That's probably full of baking supplies. I mean, I wouldn't know.
Get in the bag.
So, where's the stash?
Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job, but apparently you live in IKEA, so... You brought everything I asked you to, right?
She opens the fridge, it's not even turned on, there's nothing in there.
This is actually IKEA.
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Is this not coming out of the club's fund? Are we paying to have to stock the festival with 200 cupcakes?
You know what, that's a question for another time. Good. Glad? I am Glad the Impaler. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
I didn't have to spend a single penny! Well, of course.
Apparently my family's rich.
We live in IKEA! I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Show don't tell.
Could it be? I'm sorry, I just got so excited.
Oh, I wish we'd said that at the same time.
No, I just fucking deer in the headlights and fucking I just tunnel visioned it.
Do I fight or do I fly? I both. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. Takes one step to the left.
Here we are in the kitchen.
And that concludes the tour.
What, you're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Chungus?
God, the fucking calf pack. Have you seen, you probably haven't, but Michael McIntyre has got a condition where he's got these fucking huge calves.
Oh, no, I've seen him. I didn't even know it was a condition. I thought he was just fucking freak.
Oh, no. He's got these massive calves. And that's what happens when you pull a calf pack around like Suki's doing. He's got some weird condition where he can't walk properly. He has to have these special shoes that make him walk properly.
He's very but that's weird though because he's very very mobile up on stage.
Oh yeah, he is. But if you look at him closely when he's not wearing his help shoes, he walks weirdly. Rather, he doesn't walk with his heel. He slides his toes onto the ground and then places his heel down.
Yeah.
Since when did I need to be a gentleman? Pick your own fucking bags up. I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. She can fucking carry it just fine. This is ridiculously heavy.
I brought my kitchen. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
Are you trying to impress me, or?
I'm actually a dude.
Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. She's got a really nice collarbone.
She's a drawing.
I can dream, Harold!
Honey, you're a chair.
Fucking hell, that's an old reference. I mean, it's not old, but that's a joke.
A niche reference.
That's a joke from back when we were in school.
Wait, is that when that one came out?
That's
I honestly I didn't watch them until like episode 9 had just come out, which is I think the most recent one.
Yeah, it's episode 1 to 3, one of those.
ASDF is what we're talking about. By the way.
Yeah.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it?
Just in case you're all having trouble placing that reference because you knew it, but you can't remember where it's from.
Oh, you know what they say, big things come in small packages. You jerk. You jerk also.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest.
I start bleeding from my mouth.
Hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? What did you call me?
It's not like I hate it.
I fucking love it.
I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size.
I know the feeling.
Like doing this voice. You see, this isn't my real voice.
I actually sound like this.
But don't fucking tell anyone, okay? I'll fucking kill you. You got a problem.
I used to do something similar to this in the cadet force.
Oh, what'd you do?
Have you ever heard of the bleep test?
No.
It's where you get a...
I'm picturing a bunch of cadets going, bleep, bleep. It's standing around.
It's where you get a stretch of land, like a bit of courtyard that's like, I don't fucking know, like 5-10 meters, and you have to run back and forth between these 2 points, and you have to make it to the other end.
Oh yeah, I get it.
In time for the bleep, and the bleeps in the interval between the bleeps get smaller and smaller. And the challenge is to see how long you can last. and you're allowed to drop out anytime you want, but obviously the longer you can last, the better. And I always, in physical education in general, I always saw it as a challenge to do better than everyone else because I was always so small and because I had...
That's generally a good mentality to have, though. I remember everyone used to call me fat at school because I wasn't fat. I mean, you've seen me. I'm not overweight, but I'm slightly. So they do call me fat. So I was really bad at like endurance running because there's just so much of me to fucking heft around and fucking roll about like a fat retard. But whenever it came to like short distance sprints, I would always try and like, most of the time I would win. And like the long jumps, I actually still hold the record at my old school for the furthest long jump they've ever had. They've ever had.
Yeah, so as well as my size, I also it wasn't so much as I felt a need to prove myself superior. I felt more of a
adequate.
I felt more of a sadistic need to make them all feel inferior.
Oh, okay, so you're actually just a cunt.
I'm actually just a cunt because
I get that too.
And I'll tell you what, I have asthma. So if I, the fucking small person who's allergic to oxygen, can outperform everybody else in all physical exercises...
I've never heard it described like that, and I love it.
If I, the small person with no muscle mass who's allergic to oxygen, can outperform everybody else in the physical exercises, I want them to feel weak.
The thing is, I've seen you. I've seen you in great detail. I've seen you walking around your boxers. You got a nice dick. I gotta say, you're not weak looking. You're lean, you know? You kind of look like my dad does. You're scrawny, but you look like you got power in your arms, even though they're not big. Whereas with me, I'm the opposite. I look big, but I don't have much power. But don't get in a fight with me. My technique is on fucking point.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wouldn't want to get in all I'd have to do, though, is just tweak your nipples and you'd go down.
No, I react to pain with aggression. It's like people who tickle me. Okay, so only 2 times in my life have I ever full-on face-slapped a girl. One was when she asked me to, and I was heartbroken. And the other was when she like a girl, I said, don't... She's like, I'm going to tickle you. And I was like, don't fucking tickle me. Seriously. It's a funny bit, haha, don't tickle me, and then you do. No, do not fucking tickle me.
She's
and then
dead
she
now.
Did. I just like, it wasn't even that I tried to slap her, I just like, my arms coiled up like a dying spider, and on their way in, they fucking walloped her.
Do you know what she got? She got shotgun face syndrome.
Oh, we're looking this up. That's such a nice thing to call it.
That's what happens when you shoot yourself in the face with a shotgun, but you're so retarded you don't kill yourself. You miss somehow and survive.
Right, let's keep going anyway, because we've been on this for like 5 hours now.
Yeah.
You? It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people.
I like my... That's something I've noticed about myself in retrospect, that I just wanted to make them all feel like shit.
Jeez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I've got to teach you.
What's being at school got to do with anything?
Yeah. What, does everyone change their personality and turn into a two-faced cunt at school? Don't think I'm gonna let you leave this room alive because we're not at school. What? What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid.
Oh, baby gonna cry.
How is that treating her like a...
I don't know!
I like it when you speak your mind. What do you think, I'm a baby?
I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? Now I'll never open up again. And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like...
Oh, so that's what this is about!
Like not a cum dumpster.
Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki!
I like your titties just the way they aren't. Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize.
Oh shit.
I should apologize.
Eh?
I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer.
You are turning into Nagito.
I
should apologize.
I should have been a little more
No,
considerate.
no, get it out of here. I want Yashihiro back.
But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours.
Where could they be? Who knows? I've never met one.
Oh, please, Mr. Pick Me!
Please give me the sex. How would you know that anyway?
I have no idea!
Ow. I speak for the audience when I say ow my fucking ears.
Just
What are you, a small person with a high-pitched voice?
Just trust me on this one. The divine gods speak to me.
Do you think you like smaller girls because you'd be insecure with a taller one?
Probably.
Probably.
Maybe.
I want a taller girl.
I mean, you've met my ex-girlfriend. She was like, holy shit, she beat me down.
Her parents finally got her back, though.
What?
I'm saying she was small.
Oh, what?
I'm saying she was a child.
Oh! Oh! Oh no! Because I was saying she was tall.
She was not tall.
Yes, she was. She was
Are
fucking.
we talking about Tyrannosaurus?
Yes.
She was a mouse.
No, she
Compared to
wasn't.
me.
She was a whole head taller than me.
Yeah, and what is that to me?
She's
Oh, look! That beetle is bigger than that ant!
She was still taller than me. Is the point? We're talking about people who are taller than me.
Just look. Just fucking love yourself through my height, not yours.
Gross.
Hey! Was that to me?
Who else?
Man. It's just man in general.
Why does no one like my little girl body type? I do. You're disgusting! What the fuck do you want?
It just gets started already.
You get all sour when a little girl calls you gross.
You contradicted yourself!
I finally found your weakness, Chungus.
What?
You know what? Shut the fuck up, Natsuki!
What the fuck?
Oh, why does no one like my body type? I do, you're gross. Oh, well, okay. Oh, what, don't like it when I call you gross? That's your weakness? Gotcha!
Natsuki smiles deviously because
Fucking wrecked.
she thinks she's got me figured out. Oh, please, spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. Is this guy a fucking masochist? Is that what they're trying to paint him as? But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started.
We spent so long just talking.
I'm sick of this kitchen already.
Take me back to
Take
the
me,
school.
take me back to the classroom.
I just want to write poems again.
Before long, the kitchen is exactly as it was before. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid in plastic bags. None of these were present.
We're nowhere to be seen.
The mixer isn't big enough. The mixer's too big to fit in the kitchen, so it's staying outside.
Fucking... This is actually only half the kitchen. They're working in the other half.
The mixer isn't big enough to mix all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. I get better.
I call her mommy.
I get batter all over myself as I whisk. She licks it off me.
Chungus, where'd you put the food colouring?
The batter's going in the oven soon, so oh, fuck. I'm an expert at this now.
Yeah, I know, but the batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
It's food colouring, Chungus. Take a fucking guess. To colour the batter, of course.
It's food colouring, Chungus. Take a fucking... I'm gonna feed it to the cat.
I wanted to dye my fucking candy floss hair.
Did you know food colouring can go off?
Yes.
Because I pulled some food colouring out. My mum asked for the food colouring. I had to reach back into like the cavities of the cupboard.
Yeah, it comes out as rock hard glue.
Well, I pulled it out and I said, "Are you sure this is going to be okay?" She said, "Yeah, don't worry, I've had it months." Are you sure? But it says on the label you need to refrigerate it. Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Mum. It says you need to refrigerate it.
You do not know that I know how to bake. I've made many a cake in my day.
I know how to bake. You just smoke it.
I'm making each tray a different colour. That's why, even if the flavours aren't different, everyone can still pick their favourite.
That's a cute idea.
Cute!
Cute like you! Are we doing anything like that for the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. I will not consume cupcakes made without love! Can you at least try to have fun?
And now we add the secret ingredient.
Baking soda.
I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of blood into each. That does look pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty metal. See?
And now everyone has AIDS.
This will show them for calling me a slut and getting STDs.
And do have herpes.
You are HIV Aladdin. It's not like baking, it's just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun.
Agree.
It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone else's eyes lighten up. What is this? Doki Doki Baking Club?
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Moniko's delighted expressions. I had a really different voice back then.
I don't care what Yuri looked like.
I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah!
Yeah!
Maybe I will use food coloring then.
Maybe I'll use all of it! Sounds like you're starting. He is beginning to believe.
Maybe I'll just cut out the middleman and drink the food coloring.
I can only show you the door. You'll have to open it.
I open the oven.
Just make sure you're completely finished mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. I'm having so much fun. Not like spending time with that depressed ball of shit, Sayori.
Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. You're not. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah.
Fucking whips him.
With a spatula.
No, she's got a full-on whip.
A
Full whip.
Work harder, slave.
It'll just take a bit longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that.
Oh, will you now?
Here, look. Let me
Natsuki,
churn your batter.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it.
Yes, you do need to tilt the bowl. That's my contribution to baking. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing is already improved.
That's how pouring a beer works as well. You tilt the glass so it doesn't froth up.
When I pour anything that fizzes up, my glass is nearly at a horizontal angle.
I get 2 drops.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth.
Natsuki sticks a finger up my ass.
I reluctantly start to do the same. He pops it in her mouth. What are you doing?
Chungus, what you got?
I keep going. No tears now, only dreams.
My whole hand is in her mouth now. She claws at me desperately as the strength leaves her body. I can see my fingers bulging in her throat. I give myself a wave. Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I grab her throat.
I grab her stomach from the inside. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Is that so?
Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work?
Man, this is just a couple's dispute.
I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I use the finger tool technique. I'd like to see you try.
No, really, I'm so hard.
I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
And she lands on me! Whoa!
Gross.
Ah! My weak spot!
You got it on my face! Oh, writers.
Whose fault is that? There's a big globule of icing on Natsuki's cheek.
I lick it off.
Please tell me he licks it off. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Let me try with mine. Jeez. You know what? Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face, down my throat.
I open my mouth.
You
Yes,
wish!
mistress.
I'm faster. I grab...
I punch her square in the jaw.
There's your red food coloring, bitch!
She screams as blood splatters on the ground.
I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face.
I grab her by the throat and strangle the line.
I choke her in the icing!
I smash her head on the couch.
When the police arrive and they ask me, whose icing is this? I'll say, oh, it was hers.
She insisted.
Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
She uses a third hand and I become confused. Stop.
I'm gonna...
Just get a little snipping tool out.
Actually, hang on a minute, just,
I don't know if that will come up on the recording.
maybe, hopefully. Let's find out.
He's not screenshotting it or anything.
They would have heard the snap.
Could have been anything.
Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross.
I then lick the icing off her finger.
You know I don't mean it.
Why is the tip of the icing red?
Shut up.
It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Wait, I do what? I mean, yeah! I say dumb things to tease you, ha!
It's a good thing you're not a girl, then! Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either.
Oh!
I fucking love this guy. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing.
What?
You now have AIDS.
Did you seriously just...
Oh, I'm sorry, was that a bridge too far? Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me.
This is how all of my victims get.
That's a good way. That's a good way of putting it. I don't even know where to begin to start to getting angry at you. Her face is entirely red, is it? Oh my word.
Chungus,
It almost looks like Sayori.
you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to a girl, to girls, unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly?
Maybe it was when I licked her fucking finger.
Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice
I
her.
gazed at her in the kitchen.
I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy?
I poisoned it, Chungus. I poisoned the icing. You have 30 seconds.
The antidote is on my clitoris. Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. This is perfect music for this situation. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy.
Oh, you fucking retard. Oh, I've had to turn off the fire alarm many a time from some twat doing that.
How could you make a rookie mistake like that? It's almost like you've never baked cupcakes before.
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistake. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. Of course, because without that specification of the oven mitt, I'd assume she used her bare flesh. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. I wish my fire alarm stopped that quickly.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watched as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Does she bend over suggestively or something?
Man, fucking, I gotta tell you, like, it is so hard when a moment like that actually legitimately gets lost. When things get serious for a second and then something distracts you. It's fucking horrible. Like, this one time I was with this, I was with this girl who I will not name, and okay, so I was staying at a friend's house at the time.
I might be able to top it, but go ahead.
Okay, I can't wait for your story. But I was like, okay, I want to dress up nice, you know, I'm going out to see this girl. So I was like, oh, my friend has this cool looking belt. Oh, this looks so cool. So I put it on. We got back to her place later that day, and it was like, you know, we're flirting in that, and, you know, all that good stuff. And then she was like, stand up, I'm gonna, you know... I mean, she didn't say it in such a surgical way, but it was implied that she was going to take the belt off. She fucking couldn't.
Was it like a fucking combination lock or some shit?
she fumbled with it for like a good 30 seconds, and I was like, hang on, I'll try. And then I started fumbling with it, and I was like, what the fuck even is this? Mistakenly, I had not just put on a belt, I put on a belt that's locked up with a fucking Chinese finger trap. I mean, not really, but it was fucking so confusing. I didn't understand how it worked. So I was stood there for like over a minute before I was like, fuck it. I just fucking, like, pulled in my stomach and like just threw them off instead. Oh, that almost like killed the whole fucking evening though. Thank God it was just too funny to be awkward. Hey, what's your story?
I was having sex with a girl who I shall not name.
You can tell them it was me.
And she was checking her phone during sex.
Oh yeah, fuck! I remember that.
So when I went to go and get a condom to put it on, she was checking her phone during sex, and she saw something that upset her. It shook her to her very core, quite a substantial degree, and so the rest of the evening was spent consoling.
Was that while you were inside of her, thrusting away? She just got her phone out and started.
No.
looking?
It was whilst I was going to go get a condom, which would have taken me.
Okay, so you were outside of the room.
No. I was in the room. I was.
Oh, it was okay.
The drawer was in it was a bedside table.
The way you said it made it sound like you were there, being like, yeah, oh fuck yeah, and she was like, let me just fucking check my Twitter.
Whilst
Robin Williams died. Oh well, get out. I can't do this now.
But the rest of the evening was spent consoling her while she broke down into tears, and then the morning afterwards was spent trying not to get her to kill herself.
By fucking her?
No, just trying not to get her to kill herself.
Ah, you should have just let her.
You know, some horrific part of me, who you and I both know about, wonders if I should have.
Exes are good fun.
I'm a terrible person. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened.
I'm worse. I'm callous to people who don't deserve it. Oh, that smells so good.
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. And my dick is ready to be pulled out of her pussy.
And put into the oven.
It
I have no further use for it now. I have tasted true bliss.
As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room.
Look at how cute they all look. Look.
I got a funny quick story for you once. So I was hanging out with this girl, and I got myself a hot water bottle because it was cold, and I put it on my lap. And she like it was like square on the dick.
Did your balls sag down to your knees?
No, ankles, but she didn't notice. She was like, nice positioning there, and I said, I'm heating your lunch. Folks at home, find yourself a girl you can have banter with, because if they don't like you saying that, they're probably not worth your time.
Probably not, no. If you can't get yourself but this goes for the ladies as well. If you can't get someone who you can just have friendly banter with like they're your best friend,
let me tell you something. There is nothing more fun than having bants while you fuck.
Oh, just fucking abandon them if you can't do that.
Like, okay, so here's another story. I was fucking a girl.
Let's
right?
sit around the oven fire.
Gather around, children. Grandpa Kai is telling you fuck stories. So I was actually fucking a girl. I don't know why I said it like that, to be honest.
So I was actually...
It really happened,
So I was actually fucking a girl this time.
I'm not a virgin, I promise.
Not like this bitch on the screen.
So I was with a girl, and I was actually, fucking. I'm saying actually because it was like this was happening during the intercourse, as it were, penis in vagina, thrusting away.
The penetration.
And she said, like, I don't know, I was flirting with her, and
As you do.
yeah, you know, whispering stuff in her ear, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And like, I came up with a joke, and I just fucking said it.
Of course you fucking did.
And I don't even remember what it was, but she said something like, "Oh my god, you are actually," like jokingly, "Oh my god, you're actually terrible. Why do I even like you?" And I'm like, if I'm that bad, you're worse because you're fucking me. she went, "Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I that's solid logic. I can't argue with that."
So you're gonna keep fucking me, or have we ruined it?
Who's worse, trash or the woman who sleeps with trash?
Who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool that's being fucked by the fool?
Which one's more dead? Alright. I actually want to make some progress in this episode.
Yeah, we've run out of time, but I want to get this baking scene
Let's
over with.
get out of the fucking baking part, please.
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add icing. And I'm almost there!
Not like you need to tell me that. I'm almost there too. I looked down at the penis in her hands. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative.
Oh, that'd just make her better.
Huh?
That would just make her better. We had taken a look at deep parts of my psyche in this series.
Are you saying you would put some icing over her nipples and lick it off?
What? Where did that come from?
It's just the impression that I'm getting.
Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
That's called a condom! Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
Some plastic bags.
Some silicone bags as well.
I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers.
This one can break your flower!
We probably won't be using it this time, though. Why'd I bring this?
Why not? What's this one for? Oh, that's
That's
actually...
a dildo.
That's my fucking...
Is this a type of whisk?
I pick one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the other.
Oh, that one's really thin.
That's for deep penetration.
So you can use it to make stripes and other patterns.
It's for getting past the sigmoid cone.
But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday, or whatever.
Not happy birthday or whatever the fuck people put on cupcakes.
You can put whatever on a cupcake.
Oh, I see. Whatever. It gives me an idea, actually. See, just that one bit of dialogue, like happy birthday or whatever, it just adds so much. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature-themed by running a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. That's actually a very clever idea. Okay, I'm just going to carry this for now. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually... What the fuck is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, it might be me. No, it might not be me. I'll just keep going. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. Oh my god, when will it end? Stop making cut. I want to go back to the literature. Okay, that's going to do it for this episode. Since Kai has just left, since Kai has just disappeared, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.